No, everyone's different. Every special event's different. And I take that into account. As DJs, we have one job to make sure that people are having a great time. One day I created a video, a Rebel video. I don't know if you've ever seen it.
Of course I've seen it. I have it on repeat, bro. I watch it every morning to get ready for work.
Oh, damn. There's different types of rebels, but the rebel I am, I'm a 90s rebel. I'm a real 90s rebel, by the way. I'm from the 90s. Jay Valentino and Concrete, they really showed me some love. A couple weeks ago, I was at the world's biggest ditch day ever. And Tony B personally messaged me. He actually said this. He said, for some of my biggest gigs, I wasn't feeling like 100%, but we still made it through. It was great. So good luck. You got this. Just do it. Like that support from Tony B. I was like, man, how am I going to let Tony B down the legend,
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Southpaw Bill podcast. Yes, I'm trying to be cool like our guest today, DJ Isaac G. All right, let me take these off. Today, guys, you're in for a treat. Our guest is an amazing DJ, the time-traveling DJ, the youngest resident DJ of house parties in the 90s, DJ Isaac G. He's a 21-year-old kid who is amazing at what he does. He will do your weddings, your quinceañeras, private events. You can always catch him live on Twitch, Instagram, on all socials, and at house parties in the 90s events. We go through his story of loving music, how his parents have influenced him. Canner and Solimar, big shout out to them. We know that you guys are going to enjoy this episode of this viral sensation, and make sure to follow him on all socials and book him for your next private event. We know you're going to enjoy this episode. Leave a comment, share, like, and subscribe, and let us know what part of this episode most resonates with you. Thank you again, and we hope you enjoy. Hold on. Let's go.
Are you ready though, Dad? Alright.
So what's up, man?
What's up? We're on?
We're on, bro.
Oh, damn.
It's been recording this whole time you've been in here.
Oh, damn, already?
Yeah.
Yeah. How's it going? Thank you so much. Before we get started, I just want to thank you for welcoming me into your home. And, man, look at the studio right here, guys. It's crazy. We are live here at the home of Southpaw Bills right here, and they don't play around. You guys can see. They're legit right here, man. It's so awesome, man.
No, it's thank you guys for coming. You, your pops, Canner, over here. It's the first time. It's the first time I have someone here.
No, yeah, thank you for having us, man. Thank you so much. We know you
Get
had to move
comfortable,
things
dude.
around. No, yeah,
If you want to sit back,
we're cool.
all right, good.
We're cool.
Good.
We're just getting this is my first interview. Honestly, this is my first interview, so I'm ready for it though. I'm ready for it. I just need a little sip of beer.
I figure you'd have done a lot of interviews.
No, this is actually my very first one ever.
Yeah.
My legit actual first interview. I was actually gonna get interviewed before, but I was actually saving. I remember how I had called you up a couple months ago. I was like, hey, they want to interview me, but I know you have your podcast. I know you had mentioned in the past, so I wanted to give you, save that for you, because we had talked about it. I was like, let me just call up George, see if he's still interested, and then boom, now we're here.
Yeah, it's I was recording 3 to 5 podcasts a week.
Oh, damn.
It was too much.
Mhm.
It's the setup, the breakdown, the editing, and what I wanted to do, it really helped me because I was able to learn quickly.
Mhm.
You're like a DJ, right? So if you're able to book every single night, you're learning every single night rather than doing one event a month,
Of course.
right? So I just loaded up and I needed some downtime.
Mhm.
And so you're the first one that we booked again for our new calendar.
Oh, cool. No,
So
thank you.
Thank you. And thank you, Canner, for bringing them out.
Of course,
Appreciate
it's
you.
our pleasure. It's our pleasure for coming down here. Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. So you into art or what? You like art?
Into art?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I like art. That's why I walked in the room and I love the aesthetic of it. I'm like, damn, I feel like I'm ready to rave. You know what I mean? It's cool. It's cool in here. It's honestly so cool. I love the artwork, the design. It's that's why I was like, this is where you usually film, right? You're like, no. I'm like, no way.
Yeah.
This is the perfect filming spot.
You been to a rave before?
I've never been to like a afters actually, like afters like after like 3 a.m.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've never been to one actually. I always do like my gigs, or I'll do like, a bar or a club, but they close like around 2:30, And by the time I'm already like dead, but I've been wanting to, I've been needing to go to like experience that, it's
How
a
do you
whole
get into
different
nightclubs with
experience.
that baby face, man? What's up with that?
So I actually started DJing my first nightclub. So I actually started DJing in September of 2022. That's why you always see on the my logo it says established 2022, because that's when I started. But it was like in the end of the year, so it's September. Basically 2023. Basically,
How old were
um,
you when you first started?
uh, what was I, Dad? Like 20? No, 19? Yeah, 18. I was
And
18
before that,
actually.
nothing.
Nothing. No, I just
You
before
never
that.
played around with it at home, like.
So actually, yeah, well, not really, but yes, to an extent. For example, like I've always been into music like my whole life. I've always loved music. I've always been fascinated, walking the halls, during high school or anything. I always had my earbuds in, just listening to music. And
What
not
high school
because
did you go to?
I went to Monrovia High School.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, right there in the city of Monrovia. It's cool, nice little high school.
Yeah.
And that's just the way like I roll. Like I always, anything I did every day, every single day of my life, I've always listened to music every day. And I try to make it a point because I love music and I love the way like it just gave me like some element inside. I don't know how to explain it. I'll try to though,
Yeah.
for the sake of the podcast. Like it just like gave me like how do I say this without sounding like weird? Like it just filled me up with like joy, Like music moves the soul.
That's super weird, man. No, I'm kidding. No, honestly, I'm the same way, so it's not weird, and I think a lot of people are the same way. It's like music gives you life. Music is life.
Yes.
There's a lot. I consider myself, which might sound weird, I
Mm.
consider myself a sad person. Melancholic.
Mhm.
When I listen to certain sounds, it might not even be the lyrics, but just the sounds bring me to a certain place,
Mhm.
bring me back to a certain place, remind me of people. I think about my parents a lot. I think about the love for my brothers. So music for me, dude, is the same thing. As soon as I wake up, like I gotta put music on, and I have it on shuffle. Like right now, we're just listening to
Yeah.
what was it, like
Like
some paisa
reggaeton.
music,
Yeah,
or
reggaeton to paisa. Yeah, yeah. It's awesome.
all kinds of music. So in high school, what were you listening to? What was on like your playlist?
Man, so in high school, I was really into like that like rap, the like teenage, rap, like stuff like that, like the ongoing like to name someone probably like Kendrick Lamar, like J.
Okay.
Cole, like that type of rap, like Drake,
Okay.
like more like radio rap, whatever.
Like top 40s?
Exactly. But I listen to everything. I I would listen to like banda. I'll listen to zapateado, like everything. And then that's when honestly, my love for house started growing. That's when I discovered, like I love house because I always grew up, with music all around me. Like since my parents, I'm sure my parents, they love music as well. That's why
See your
like
dad getting down on the dance floor.
yeah, I try to steal those moves for him, but I can't do them the same as him, man. But yeah. So with that being said, I always grew up around music. They would always play music, and growing up as a kid, I would be listening to it. And just, I wouldn't like dance, but I would just like just listen. I'd be like, oh, I like that song, oh, I like that song. And then I'll tell my mom, we're in the car. I'll be like, oh, play it again.
Yeah.
The same song, because they would have the CDs, they had
Oh,
the
there you
CDs. There
go.
was a
Right.
radio, and my mom has a big block of CDs. Man, I don't even know what it was called, but it was like a CD holder.
Like an album?
Yeah,
Or is it
basically.
like a block where like you put the CDs in and then like you kind of flip it?
Yes, that right
Okay,
there.
okay.
Yes, so she had one of those, and she had, probably like 1,000 CDs, just like of just mixes and songs. I don't know where she got them from. Don't ask me. I'm pretty sure she got
Columbia House?
Yeah, something like that.
Do you remember Columbia House?
I don't.
So I think it was back in the day where you would pay like $1 and you'd get like a ton of CDs, but then they had you on the hook for this contract.
Uh-huh.
So like you get this magazine, and then I remember my pops would like pick all these CDs,
Yeah.
and then they would get ordered, and again you'd get boxes of fucking CDs, and they were like super cheap, like 1 cent or
Oh, damn.
something like super crazy. But
Yeah,
then you're
yeah.
on a contract for like a certain period of time, so that shit would never expire. But
Yeah.
so your mom probably had Columbia House. Did she have Columbia House, Connor?
Did she?
Had a
Oh, there you
Columbia
go.
House? See, there you go.
Yeah. I'm telling you, she had this big thing of CDs, and you would flip, and they all had something written on them. And there was just this, man. There was this one mix by DJ Eddie One that my dad showed me actually like a month ago that we rediscovered on SoundCloud. Man, that mix, I know every transition, every song. Do you remember the mix name, Dad? You remember this?
DJ Eddie One?
LA to Paris to LA by DJ Eddie One. It's on SoundCloud. You guys could check it out. Man, that mix, just like every day I could listen to it every day and just like feel that same feeling every day. And that was like my first introduction to like house, like that house like EDM, because that was that mix. Like that was like that really like touched me. I was like, man, like this is like the music I love right here. Like I would listen to it and just feel enlightened. So I would listen to the same mix every day. And yeah, I don't know how I didn't get sick and tired of it because I would listen, and then my mom too. You know, we would be listening to it in the car.
Paga esa chingadera.
Yeah, no, yeah, she would actually like, I would tell her like replay it. She would actually listen because she loves music too. You know.
Right.
So it was honestly cool. Like the way I grew up has definitely like impacted like how I am here, as a DJ, that I am a DJ, because like I feel like that's helped me build like my love for music, you know what I mean?
And so you're listening to this music in high school, you get introduced to new kinds of music, and you listen to this mix, and then at 19 you just decided, I want to start playing music. 20 years old, you just say, I want to start playing music? Or
So back to the time frame, that when I was listening to that mix, I was actually probably like 10, 11.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I was little. Like already like listening. I had an ear for music. I've always loved music. And like, for example, like on our ways when we would go to Vegas, I would have a little tablet, right? And I would be in the back, and my mom and dad were in the front, and my dad would be driving. And I would I would make sure the car had like an auxiliary so I could connect, and I would plug it into my tablet, and I would have like a DJ app, and I wouldn't be really DJing. I would just be trying. I would want to be the DJ, I've always had a love. What's up, everybody? It's your boy DJ Isaac G, and I'm here personally inviting you to October 25th, House of Madness, guys. Come on down. Free sale tickets are linked in House Parties in the 90s bio and Southpaw Bill boys. Shout out to them, guys. We're going to be having a great event, playing your favorite jams, rock en español, freestyle, hard house, 90s classic house, everything you could think of that gets you moving on the dance floor. We're going to be playing it. Come on down, have a good time, bring your costumes. We'll see you there. The thought of being, a DJ or like music, just that music, that music that's bringing me to that. And I would DJ our way to Vegas up and down. Just like
they would listen.
Yeah, it's a drive. Yeah, it would, I would DJ for like maybe like 2 hours just like of songs. I would prepare. I would download songs off of YouTube, I would pirate them.
Yeah.
And because I was little, I was like, how old was I then? Yeah, about 10. I was about 10, just like trying to DJ, just trying, and it probably didn't sound good, but my parents still clapped, and they still said they liked it, but it probably didn't sound good. Like, yeah.
I did the same thing. I think I was probably around the same age, and we've always liked mashups, so we would always try to put like maybe like Morrissey with some deep house or some cumbia with some deep house.
Oh, cool.
I don't know, man. Music's always been a part of our life. Like in my household growing up, there's always been music. Always. And my dad likes salsa, like dancing music.
Yeah.
Everything dancing. My mom can listen to it too, but my mom's more of a romantic.
Okay.
Right. But at the same time, she likes the Bee Gees. She likes Air Supply, like, romantic type music. So we grew up with all kinds of music. And I would just play with the systems, you know. I think Miguel was telling you about the Rev 7, and It took me maybe 10 minutes let's say 15 minutes to mix 2 songs.
Really?
But I've never used it. I've
Oh,
never
damn.
used the Rev 7. I haven't mixed in years.
Uh-huh.
But just when you've done it before, like you can kind of like, okay, like you can
Clicks
watch
back.
the beat
Yeah.
and then be able to do it. But at first it's like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
It's just so much
Uh-huh.
on it. It's super cool, man.
Yeah.
So when was your first I guess nightclub or event that you had?
Uh-huh. So that was actually that was the next month in October. Yeah, in October, I believe so. I'm sorry, November. It was 2 months after.
So September,
Yeah.
you started,
I started late September.
and then in November, you had an
November,
event?
I was just practicing. Like I remember, like the first or second week in November, I talked to Mr. Biggs. Shout out Mr. Biggs from House Parties in the '90s. You know, if you guys don't know, I'm one of House Parties in the '90s DJs, the youngest right here, and we're with Southpaw Bill boys. You know, House Parties in the '90s. Look at this shirt. Check it out.
Go.
Let's go. Let's go. So back to the story though. So yeah, I started in September, late September, probably like September 20th something. And then a couple weeks later, you know, I was already practicing like every day. Like I'm talking like hours, like just trying to get it right. I wasn't even good, but the thought of being good made me want to keep going, you know? I wanted to like, oh, I could have done this better. Oh, I could do this better. It could make this sound better. And honestly, like I would just practice and practice probably like 5 hours a day, like just so much, like after school or, you know, before work or whenever I could, and I would practice and practice. And then I did a live stream one time for House Parties in the '90s, and I hopped on and everyone loved it. And Mr. Biggs loved it. And you know, he actually, oh, and Mike Flores was there actually as well on the live, and he was like, oh, I want this kid to open up for me, because Mike Flores was actually headlining the anniversary event in November,
Okay.
the House Parties in the '90s anniversary event. And he was like, oh, I need this kid to open up for me, you know, blah blah blah. And I was like, wow, that was crazy. I thought it was just like, okay, you know, he's being nice, that's cool.
Right.
And then you know, like the next day, I'm pretty sure the next day, my dad comes home from work. He was like, hey, have you talked to Biggs, or has he reached out? I'm like, no, why? And then my dad tells me, you know, he wants you, like Mike Flores reached out to Biggs and told him he wants you to open up for him, like right before him. And I couldn't believe it. That was like an opportunity, like that just really like meant like now I really gotta like go 100%, 110% and get something really special together. You know, now I really gotta, because I was already practicing so much and trying to learn already so much. But like after that, like I already knew I had to burn up the fire. I had to like bring something special to the game that day, because I was actually in between Jungle George, the legend, and Mike Flores, the legend.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I got a little sweet spot right there. So, you know, there was people there, you know. Fast forward to that day, it was packed.
Right.
It was a packed house, you know, everybody was there. All eyes were there. Over 600 people right there. Yeah, it was crazy. So,
Had you ever been on stage?
No, I've never been on a stage. I've never DJed. No,
No quinceañeras.
no.
No backyard parties.
No, none of that. You know, backyard parties. Well, we threw a couple of the ditch days. You know, the ditch days. My parents threw a couple of those backyard boogies, and that was when I was in high school. That was still before I was a DJ. You know, I would also ditch school. You know, they would ditch work, and they would let me ditch school. You know,
Like, hey, you know what? We're gonna have a little homeschooling today.
basically, yeah. I mean, it paid off. Now we're here. You know,
Yeah, that's dope, man.
Who knows if I didn't go to those, you know, little ditch days, because that's where I was like, man, you know, house parties in the '90s. You know, the music we play, and they were playing nothing but like the bangers and like house music, hard house. And I was like, whoa, like, what is this? Like, this is a whole nother dimension.
It's different, right? So sometimes people don't know what hard house is. What would you describe the difference between hard house and EDM? And is there a difference in your eyes?
Yeah, in my eyes, the difference, EDM is more like energy, like flow, like build up, like you know what I mean? Like the drums, the build up, and then whoosh, and then like a drop, and then like EDM, like electronic noises, na 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 na, whatever.
Okay.
A perfect example would be like Calvin Harris.
Okay.
Like, you know the song When I Met You in the Summer?
Summer.
Yeah. That's a perfect example, like, of EDM right there, you know? But Hard House, you know, in my opinion, it has like that dom, 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 that hard beat. And then like it could just like you could just put anything over that hard beat. You could put, you know, there's classics out there. Like one of my favorite is like Percolator. I love
Okay.
Percolator. That's one of the first songs that introduced me to like house. And you know, then from there I got into like hard house, like pants are sagging. I feel like that's more hard house, you know, pants are sagging.
My pants are not sagging.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Got a belt.
yeah.
Can't let them sag.
Can't let him sag, right? Yeah,
Nah,
shout out
man.
to DJ Tragic. I know that was he actually told me a story of how that song everyone was trying to get it taken down the radio because people thought it was saying something else. Pants are sagging, so just think of what rhymes with that. I don't think I could say it on here, but
Of
just
course you could say it.
oh yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I don't give a fuck.
oh
You know,
okay,
like
yeah,
this ain't.
yeah. That's what was it? That's I forgot. That's
Can I say it? But I forgot.
oh yeah, that's a F word. You know the like get yeah.
Oh,
That's a
yeah.
get.
Gotcha,
yeah.
gotcha.
A lot of people that are saying pants for faggots.
Oh,
No, that's
oh,
yeah.
gotcha.
That's
Yeah.
but it was really saying pants are sagging.
Right.
That's directly from DJ Tragic.
Yeah. Yeah, he told me that.
That's dope.
Chicago.
Yeah, all the way from Chicago. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, I think what was it? The other place that we had that event at, where Lewis was there when Lewis came out the first time. Cities,
Mm.
wasn't that where CZR came out? Yeah. So you do a couple lives. They hear you. You get booked. How did you feel like leading up to it? Like, were you like super nervous, or you're like, screw it, like, you know?
Honestly, I was like working really hard, and my dad was like there by my side. Like I would literally mix.
But before you say
uh-uh.
anything, who is your dad? Tell everybody who
Oh,
your dad is, because
so-
people might not know who your dad
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, so basically, a little summary. My dad is Hispanics Causing Panic, aka Canner G. He actually ran Club Babylon, Florentine Gardens in El Monte. Yeah, he ran that, so he was already like a promoter in the club scene, and you know, so he was already in that scene.
So your dad's basically an old head, someone who has a lot of experience
Yes,
in DJing world, in the promoting world,
Yes.
and this scene that you're in now that's almost like revived.
yes, oh, 100%.
So it's like a credible person. It's not just your dad,
oh,
but it's like a staple of that time.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, I say, you know, I just say is my dad because that's my dad. But honestly, you know, people, that's like Canner G. You know what I mean? That's the Canner G, and it's awesome. You know that I just got lucky. I guess you know the first time I brought up that I was like, oh, like I want to buy a control because out of nowhere. I'm telling you, it was out of nowhere. It was.
You just got the itch.
Yeah, I just got the itch. I was watching videos. I was like, wait, like let me try this. And I just told my dad one day, like, hey, like I want to buy this little controller. Just, you know, I brought it up randomly. He's like, wait, what do you mean? Like you want to start DJing? I was like, well, yeah, I want to start learning. You know, I thought it would be cool. Like I didn't think nothing of business, nothing. I just thought it would be
You just
cool.
wanted to have fun.
Yeah, exactly. I just wanted to have fun. I thought nothing about the business, nothing about, you know, image or nothing. So I just wanted to buy it just to have fun myself, you know, mixing. Cause like I said, I've always had that itch, you know, to even with the tablet or, you know, at the pool parties, I'll plug in my little tablet and try to mix. But, yeah, with that being said, I bought the control and I actually taught myself like through YouTube, like how to use it, you know, what to do, you know, like the BPMs, like the keys, like everything, like where to mix in, where to mix out. learning, because at first you don't know, like you just know their songs,
Right.
you know they could like mix together, you've heard them mix before, but you don't know how to mix them yourself. And that's like the learning, like that's like just paying your dues, like just learning everything. And yeah, now we're here.
How different is it like DJing online versus DJing at an event?
hmm So DJing online, it's basically like I like to cater to the crowd. I like to cater to the people online. So if anyone has ever seen my lives, I've always taken live requests. I love to take requests because I'm the DJ that's here for the people. You know, I realize if the people are not here, you know, if they're not here having a good time supporting, what's the point of a DJ?
This episode of the Southpaw Bill podcast is brought to you by Big John's Macro Snacks. Premium gourmet beef and chicken jerky, properly portioned so you're getting the right amount of protein in each bag. It's soft, it's tender. You're not going to wear out your jaw with our products. It's available at BigJohn'sMacroSnacks.com, Amazon, Walmart.com, and anywhere where premium beef jerky is sold. Now back to the podcast.
You know, you're just like, what's the point? So I see it like that. In my eyes, without the people, without, you know, the people there having a good time, you know, it's just like, you know, it's awesome. It's awesome to DJ for yourself as well, but you're there live to be playing and entertain the people. You're an entertainer if you're, you know what I mean? So that's what I do when I go live. I take requests. I try to engage with the audience as much as I can. And with that being said, I feel like the difference is when I'm live, you know, I could engage with the audience more, like see the comments, talk to them, and take the requests, and they love it. You know, it's like a show. It's like a live show. But when I'm performing live, I put something really special together because I know the people are there. You know, they're there for a show. Like the live, it's awesome. You know, if you mess up here and there, it's okay. You know. It's bound to happen when you're doing it live. You're taking requests, because I'll take a request like this, that, like, and mix it in, and you're gonna mess up no matter what. You know, it's live. But the difference is when you're performing like at a live event, you have to be like on your top 110%. Like people are listening. Like you have one chance. Like this is it. If you mess up, you mess up. Like,
Do you put a set together? Like obviously comedians, right? So comedians, they normally tour for like a year. After a year, what they're doing during that year is to figure out new material, right? What works, what doesn't work, punchlines, cadence, all that shit. And then after a year, they compile it all together, and then they have their special. They film it, and then that's what gets pushed out to the public.
Yeah.
But I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday, and he's like, "Man, I want to go see this famous comedian." I'm not gonna, trash him, but he's like, "Bro, he fucking sucked.
Oh,
Bad. He's my favorite comedian.
Your favorite comedian?
His favorite comedian.
Oh.
Right. He's up. I'm not gonna say his name.
Yeah.
I'll bleep it. No.
You're saving him.
Yeah. It's
Give me a hand.
has a podcast, has a couple Netflix specials.
Oh, damn.
I mean, and this is the thing. I've seen two of them. I've seen several, and it sucks, bro, because you're just like, man, he's working out material.
Yeah.
Because you know what he's doing. Like if you follow comedy, it's like you know what they're doing. Kind of like you follow DJs, you kind of know the world.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, he's putting his set together. He fucked up here. He didn't know how to do this here. Maybe it's a new song or whatnot. So do you actually have a set when someone hires you for, let's say, the anniversary? Do you put an hour together or 45 minutes and then you leave 15 minutes of grace? How do you put that together?
So what I like to do, like at special occasions like that, because we all know how important the anniversary is, and people are to go and look forward, and they look forward to like, man, this is like the anniversary is supposed to be like the best show of the year. You know what I mean? Like, they just have that expectation. So in order to fulfill that expectation, I feel like I need to practice and make my set tight, make it like a show. So I'm doing everything live. just before the live performance at the anniversary, I'll be practicing my cuts, practicing everything, coming in, coming out. And also too, I'll leave it like, it's not 100% like set in stone. It's just like an idea to go off of, practicing mixing in, practicing mixing out. It's just a bunch of practice, but all that practice is to ensure there's a show. You know what I mean? When it's showtime, it's showtime, and people, they get a show. That's why I'm so blessed. People have been supporting me all this way, and I take that support and I'm running with it. I see where I am and what I'm doing, and I love to give them a show.
Yeah, that's one of the differences. So, there's some DJs that don't look at the crowd. They're just DJing. They're in it, especially if you're playing vinyl. Right, you're playing vinyl. You really got to pay attention to what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah.
But they're not watching the crowd, so the crowd might not be as responsive. Every time I've seen you, you're watching the crowd, engaging with the crowd, and you're actually putting on a show plus the show. So it's like you get a 2-for-1, like with you.
Yeah.
Versus some DJs, it's like a lot of DJs and artists, they're very reclusive. Like they're very like, I'm shy, don't look at me, like they're like that. But you, on the other hand, put on a fucking show.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you.
It's dope, man.
No, thank you.
I like it a lot.
Thank you. I try to, like I said, the people is what matters. We're here as DJs. We have one job, to make sure that people are having a great time. People are dancing, having a great time. And that's what we're here for. That's the whole point of like a DJ, is you book a DJ for your party, to have a great time, to elevate it, to make it from just, the speaker. There's a difference between having a little speaker and having a DJ,
You want to have you want to give them a memorable experience.
100%.
And it's like when someone has a quinceañera, right? When someone has a wedding, it's like they remember the party. Yes, some people remember the dress and a couple other things, but people, man, I had such a good time at your party. Well, a lot of it has to do with who you hire for entertainment. So you give them that.
Yes.
So
yes, I do my best. Like dipping into that genre or conclusion, I would like to say, like, I do private bookings as well. I get booked for a lot of weddings, quinceañeras, birthday parties. So blessed with support. Like I said, I've been super busy. And, I bring this up because, like you said, it's important to make sure those people have a good time. And I ensure that 100%. All my clients, every single one of them have been so happy, and it's continuous. They refer me, no problem, book me again. It's because the preparation, I like to prepare for their special events. I realize every event is different. Some people like merengue, some people don't. Some people say, oh, I love reggaeton. Some people say, don't play a single song. Yeah, that's how it is.
That's at my wedding. Don't play a single song of reggaeton unless it's El General.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
But I know that. I know everyone's different. Every special event's different. And I take that into account. So every client, I talk to them, get on, a personal level of how they want their special event to go, what music they like, what's going to get them on the dance floor. I even ask for them for like a little playlist just to see like what songs that they love, that they know they're going to get their family moving and grooving. And I take that as a DJ and just, it could be like a short playlist or whatever, and I just use that to bounce off, start mixing here, start mixing there. I know they love this, so I'm going to mix this with this, A and B, and they actually have a great time with that, because it's all music that they love.
Yeah, I think part of your job, part of my job, and I think most people, we're in the people business, right? So yes, you're a DJ, but you're in the people business. How do you make people feel? How do you make your clients feel? How do you make people feel at events? So it's like you really have to consider, and I mean, obviously, I think that you do, how you get paid. You get paid by having happy people, by having happy clients. And many times as artists, we feel, fuck it, take what I give you. It's like, I did it how I did it. You hired me how, for what I mix and who I am, and take it or leave it. And it's just like, that's one way to consider it, but I think the other alternative is to say, yeah, they hired you, but at the same time, are you making them happy and are you being considerate and are you providing a great experience not only for the people but also the person that's hiring you to be there, right?
100%. No, yeah.
Did your dad teach you that? Did you teach yourself that to consider people that way, or
Yeah, honestly, I think I just taught myself, you know. I just learned and I realized quick. Happy clients, you know, that's all. That's what makes everything. If they're happy, if you know you do the gig and they're happy and they have a great time, that's what matters, you know. Even if you mess up here and there, it's okay. If they had a blast and you know they're telling people, everyone's raving about the DJ, this and that, then obviously you did something right, and that's just gonna keep growing business and your brand, and that's how you know that's why we're here.
So you have this event, you have this anniversary event. It's the first time that you do in public. 600 people. You have two legends, DJ Tragic and Mike Flores. Or sorry, you have Jungle George and Mike Flores. You're in between. Once you're done, were you like, oh fuck, like thank God, relieved or excited? Like excited to do the next one? How did you feel after you did that?
No, so
Tell them how you felt before.
yeah, that's what I was about to
Before
tell him,
you were
yeah.
probably wearing Pampers.
Yeah, yeah. Before, so I showed up and I was not expecting that many people. Like I seen like a big crowd, and like I said, I've never been in front of crowds or nothing. I was never like, you know, I was in high school. I played water polo and swim, so I was never like around like you know big like stadiums or crowds or whatever, you know. So with that being said, that was like my first like big like performing live, like doing something where someone's watching me with that many people live, you know. So I was nervous. I saw the people there and I was super nervous, and getting ready, you know, I walk up the stairs and go on the stage, and Jungle George is there. And Jungle George is so nice, man. He's so awesome, so humble. That day he gave me a hat signature with his name, a Power Tools hat with his signature, and then he was like, "Good luck, you know, good luck. You know, you got this, killing it." Oh, and then that day too, I just wasn't. I don't know what happened. Like in the middle, like right before we were gonna go to the event, like my stomach was killing me. Yeah, was it my stomach or my head?
Or both.
The stomach? Yeah, it was my stomach. My stomach was, I don't know if I ate something bad or it just hit me out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like really bad and like really, really bad. And my dad was like, all right, like if you can't go to the event, like if you can't do this, you can't do this. But I told him like, I have to, like 110%, like I'm committed. I didn't just work this hard for nothing. Like we're going to go and we're going to do it, because I don't know what it was. I think I ate something bad. I wasn't sick or nothing. It just like
Cramping.
Yeah, it was like bad. I don't know what it was, but anyways,
Just down a whole bottle of Pepto next time, bro.
I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, just like, hey man, just play it safe. You know what? I got an event. Just down a bottle, and then you're good. You know.
Yeah, no, yeah, and then I guess I don't know when my dad talked to Tony B. I guess my dad had to, because my dad's good. Like I said, like my dad's good. He has like a lot of like connections. Like he's been around the game, so he talks to like people, important people, you know. Shout out to my dad. But he was texting Tony B or whatever, and then Tony B personally messaged me. He was like, oh, like he actually said this. He said some of my best gigs, like my biggest gigs, like I have some of my biggest gigs, I wasn't feeling like 100%, but we still made it through. Like it still like was great. So like good luck, you got this. Like just do it. And like I already like that support from Tony B. I was like, man, how am I gonna let Tony B down, the legend, you know?
They say that if you're not nervous, well, a sign of nervousness is the fact that you care.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I always get nervous, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been public speaking for 20, almost 25 years.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And so I do meetings in front of small groups. I do meetings in front of large audiences, and then in multiple capacities. So sometimes it's finances, other times it's credit, entrepreneurial, sometimes it's kids. And I'm always nervous. And people are like, oh, you didn't look nervous. I'm like, bro, I was like so nervous.
Yeah.
Always nervous. But I've accepted it because I saw this interview and I've talked about it before with Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
And so he was talking about how nervous he was. And it was a round table of like really famous actors like Al Pacino, Leonardo DiCaprio, like those type of caliber of actors.
Yeah.
And they were all saying that they're all nervous.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, okay, so this is normal.
Yeah.
It's normal to be nervous. It's normal to feel like jitters.
Yeah.
It means you care.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, let's
100%.
just do it.
100%. I still to this day, I still get nervous when I'm doing like a wedding or quinceañera because I want everything to be perfect for them. Like, and I just start getting nervous. I get nervous too much. I overdo it. You know, I put thoughts in my head and myself, but everything works out perfect all the time. And they're always happy. No, you're good. And then, I always make myself nervous. But that day, I don't know what. It was not nerves. I don't know what. I think I ate something.
Then.
Yeah, I ate something bad. And it messed with my stomach bad. I'm telling you. But I just had to pull through. You know, I just thought, like, I'm going to do this. Like, I've been practicing so hard for this. Like, I have to do it. And then when we got there, I just, you know, automatically, I don't know if it was adrenaline or what. I saw the crowd and I forgot about my stomach.
How long was your set?
It was I think it was about 45 minutes. Yeah, it was like a cool little long set. Yeah, it was 45 minutes and it was packed. I'm telling you, it was.
So that was 3 years ago.
Yeah.
3 years ago.
That was November 2022. Exactly. About to be 3 years.
And then after that, obviously, we know what happened. You continued down that path.
Mm-hmm.
Then you started booking your quinceañeras, private events, weddings, and DJing at other nightclubs,
Yes.
right? And doing other events.
Yes.
What's one of the most memorable events aside from the house parties in the 90s anniversary event? What's one of the most memorable, top of mind that comes to you over the last 3 years?
Yeah, man, I've been blessed with so many events, doing so many private events and even public ones. But honestly, one of the most memorable ones was actually that happened not that long ago at You're Not Down.
Okay.
You're Not Down with Angie V. Shout out to Angie V and John B. You know, they actually booked me to play, and you know, they asked me to open up, and I was 100% ready. I had to put something special, and I played along DJ Linwood, you know, the 90s legend. I also played with V-Tech, Angie V, John B, and Spider Tech, and Nate the DJ.
That's dope.
Yeah,
that was at the Derby Room, right?
Yes. That was at the Derby Room in Pomona. They do that actually once a month, a Sunday. It's called You're Not Down. And they do it only a couple times a year. Only like the summer season. They only do like maybe like 6, maybe like about 5 or 6 a year. So just in their lineup is always like, they always get the top dogs, like scam artists. They always get like people, like they're flying out people that people want to see, you know?
Right.
Like actual performers. And it's crazy, you know. I never thought I was at that level because I always I just keep my head, like I just stay in my own lane, you know, just keep working. Whatever comes to me, comes to me. And when that came to me, I was like, wow. Like even my dad was like, wow. Like it was awesome. It was
proud dad moment. That's dope,
and my
man.
mom too. My mom couldn't, you know, she was super happy too. You know, everyone was happy. You know, all my supporters, all my little family, all my little, you know, house parties in the 90s family, my little Isaac G family, you know. I couldn't tell nobody though. I couldn't tell nobody
That you were booked?
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't tell nobody because they honestly they have it so planned out. They have everything so scheduled and so like what's the word? Like they have it so specific. So they drop they'll drop tickets specific here. They'll drop it at this time. They'll drop the lineup here at this time. They'll
Like
do
you had to
this.
sign your little NDA.
Basically.
Yeah. I mean,
basically.
there's strategies behind it, and that's the
Yes.
thing. Sometimes too, it's like when we work with other people, it's to say, you gotta give them credit because it's like you have success, and success leaves breadcrumbs, right? Leaves a trail.
Mhm.
So if you've done something, it's like, all right, cool, respect it. Like I respect. I'm not gonna say shit, even though you're super excited. I've had friends, bro, get booked on movies, get booked on a lot of shit,
Yeah.
and they're like, I can't say shit, bro.
Yeah.
And it's like they just can't
Yeah.
because again, someone gets wind of it. It's like
It's over. Yeah.
it's over. It's done. You're
Yeah.
not on it. You're not
Yeah.
on that series. You're not on that show.
Yeah.
that sucks.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a good feeling, but you want to tell everybody.
Yeah, you want to tell, like, you're so excited. You want to tell everybody this is like one of the biggest things.
You want another beer?
Oh, I'll take one, please. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. You're just so excited, and like you get like one of the biggest like bookings like of your career, and you just can't say nothing. But I understood, and I respected it. I didn't tell anybody, but when the flyer dropped, you bet I was posting like so much about it.
What's it called? What was I gonna ask you? When they hire you,
Mhm.
like let's say for an event, do they tell you, like, and not an event like a private event, but like a gig like that, we want you to play house, or we want you to play freestyle, or they say, hey Isaac, do your shit.
Mhm.
What do they tell you?
They tell me, so like, yeah, they do. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, so they do tell me, like I said, I do ask, what they like in preference, but they also do tell me, like, at times, like, hey, like, we trust you, do your thing, or they will just tell me like the genres they like, and they know I'll mix it up. Like, they've heard me before, they've heard me live, and I take my craft very serious. I'm not just showing up and just playing music, and I like to put on a show. I like to give people a memorable night. Even like at private events, quinceañeras, weddings, I treat it like the same as if I'm doing like a performance like at a nightclub or a bar. People go and they're still there to have a good time, and you want them to you want to engage with them, because I feel like that elevates their experience. Oh, the DJ's so cool. Like, he's having a good time with us. We gotta even have a even better time.
It's leaving people better than you found them.
Yes,
You
no,
know?
100%.
So now, when you are having these events, there's two things. One of them is your performance, and the performance is the music and you being on stage. But the other piece is exposure,
Mhm.
right? And like you said, you didn't look at it where, oh, I want to start DJing because like of the money or the fame. Like, you just want to have fun with it, right?
Mhm, exactly.
So your exposure comes through events, but then I also see your social media. And so did that go automatically into your head? I'm going to leverage social media for this, or it was just, that's your personality and that's just a byproduct of you being a good DJ and just having a good social media presence?
Yeah. So that goes back to when I was little again. I actually had a little YouTube channel.
Oh, did
Just,
you?
yeah, just a little one. Just like I used to game a lot. So I actually would watch like YouTubers, and I would try to make my own little videos, whatnot. And there was even like a time, I don't know if you remember that, when we went to go with your friend Oscar and with his son, and I had like the little camera, what is it called? The little white camera, and I was like vlogging it, like I was like recording everything, like pretending like I'm a YouTuber. And yeah, it was crazy. My dad was probably looking at me crazy, but it was honestly like, I've always, like, I don't know what it is, I've always had like that, like I don't know what to call it. Like, I just always have wanted to like be a performer, yeah. Be a performer, be something, and with that, with social media, when I was little, I didn't really like use social. I didn't know how to use it. I just would upload a video, get like 20 views, 30 views. I didn't take it. I would take it serious, but I knew it wasn't gonna do nothing. And with that, fast forward to now with my social media, I do a lot of like skits and a lot of videos, and people love them. And that honestly started from when I was at that age, that young age. Just like mentally, like getting ready, like editing videos, like recording videos, editing them, posting them, reading comments, putting description. Like, I was already like doing all that at a young age.
So it's like it came from before, and then once you started DJing, it just flowed into it.
Exactly. So I started my social media. At first, I was just kind of like promoting my business, my DJ Isaac G business, my private events. Book me here. Here's what I can do. Here's my services. This is what we have to offer. But then I thought to myself, one day I created actually a video, a rebel video. I don't know if you've ever seen it.
Of course I've seen it. I have it on repeat, bro. I watch it every morning to get ready for work.
Oh, damn. No,
Come on,
yeah,
man.
yeah. I made a rebel a little video with my little sister Jasmine.
She's always making fun of you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she's a little character too, and that's a little character, that little rebel character that I created, and I made that video, and I posted it one day. It was actually one day before I was going to vacation, so I was going to Laughlin, and then with my friends, and then right after Laughlin, I was coming back, and the next day I was going to Puerto Vallarta with my girlfriend. So, but right before that, right before I left to Laughlin, like literally like 2 hours, maybe 2 hours before I left to Laughlin, I made that video with my little sister, and just for fun.
Is it the one where you're in the bed, or is it the one
No.
that you're in the backyard?
It's the one where I'm in the backyard, and
Okay.
and she's playing like the song. I'm like, what is this? Like, what are you listening to? You don't need new stuff. You need the good stuff.
Right.
And then I do my little dance with the little rebel music, and right away when I posted it, I was not expecting nothing of it. I was already posting little videos here and there just for fun. Little
It's for fun.
skits. Yeah, just for fun. I loved recording them. I loved editing them. I loved posting them. I loved the feedback I got. It was nothing big either. You know what I mean? There was probably not even a lot of people watching it. But after that video, I mean, instantly, like probably like an hour after I posted it, it was already blowing up. Like it had probably like 100,000 views in like 1 hour. Like it was blowing up crazy, and I'm like, Dad, look at this.
Yeah.
And my dad was like, wow. Like it was just like, I was like, even though it was like cheesy, like funny, I had a great time doing it, and people were like, the feedback was crazy. People loved it. People loved that. They didn't know about me, and they just probably seen like just like seen the video, saw a random kid dancing, whatever. It was a cool little like scene throwback. Probably just kept scrolling. Most people, but some people stuck. And like, oh, this kid, they looked at my profile. Oh, this kid, his content's cool. Oh, he DJs. So with that being said, I kind of like learned how to link my skits and my social media with my business.
So here's one of the things that it's for artists, and these artists, obviously I've been around the art world, tattoo world, DJ world, party world, promoter, all that, and the real estate stuff. Hey, how much time do I have left right now?
I'm gonna restart it one more time. We got 5 minutes. 4, 3.
All of this is good.
Boom. You had me. I was counting down in my head.
No, so here's thank you. So here's the thing, right? A lot of people, older, younger. It's giveaway time, guys. Every episode, the Southpaw Boys is giving away a free Southpaw Bill t-shirt. All you have to do to enter, subscribe to the podcast, share a clip on your favorite social media, tag Southpaw Bill, and you're entered. This week's winner is GQ Reviews and Outdoors. Make sure to send us a message on Instagram at Southpaw Bill so we can get out your merch. Visit southpawbill.com and get yourself some merch. To continue to support us, this is how we can continue to bring you amazing guests, great stories, and it allows us to keep putting our right foot forward in life. We appreciate you. Now let's get back to the episode. I think it has more to do with personality. They don't want to do that much on social media, right? And the thing is, once you bring eyes in, you can bring eyes through different channels. So you can bring eyes through the DJ world, right? For you, like you mixing. You can bring eyes through the skit world, right? So someone who finds you on a funny skit, then they're like, oh, okay, like he's a DJ, right? You can bring eyes through your eyes. It's the beautiful eyes that you have, man. So the thing is, if you want to get booked and you want people to know you and you're a DJ that's starting out or any other capacity, it's a great tool, man. It's a great tool, and I'm sure it's giving you so many more opportunities than others that are just like, nah, I'm too shy. I don't know how to do it. I don't want to do it. So kudos to you for just putting yourself out there, and I would say from the outside looking in is not giving a fuck and just having fun with it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Then-
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, yeah. To add on to that, yeah. I mean, honestly, I do it for fun, and if people like it, awesome. But if people don't, that's cool. They just keep scrolling, whatever. I do it for fun, for the fun. Like I have so much fun recording the videos, editing them, posting them, seeing people's reaction. It's crazy. It's really funny. It's really funny because I be doing skits, and then also too, like you said, I do link like my DJ world. I'll get eyes here, and then my skits I get eyes here. It's honestly I'm just one person, one brand, DJ Isaac G, but we've been able to reach like millions of people already, millions.
Yeah.
I'm probably thinking like in 1 month I had 10 million, and this month right now I think we're at 5 million. Just different people, coming in and out, in and out. The number's always gonna go up and down, but it's just like the amount of different eyes I've seen. Like I've walked in the store and I got recognized. It's crazy. So now every time I walk outside, I gotta make sure I don't look ugly.
Don't wear your Crocs.
Yeah, exactly. I gotta like make sure I have an outfit on, because I can't go this.
How do you feel about that? Like when people recognize you in public, like how do you feel?
No, I love it. I love it because it shows that that I'm getting out there, and that's my whole goal. My whole goal is to, I want to be as big as I can get, staying true to myself, because 100% I'm staying true to myself. I'm going to do what I want to do, and, morally, everything right. And that's what I'm trying to do. But honestly, like with that being said, it's just like, you just have to, as long as you stay true to yourself, I feel like it's going to be just fun and games the whole time. But I take it serious though. So I make good content, whatever. And people enjoy it. It's because I take a lot of time and effort into those videos. Same thing with my mixes too. Same thing with everything I do. That's the type of attitude I do. I go in for life. My parents have taught me that in an early age, My dad, I've seen my dad work so much. My dad works a lot. And, I just seen him working hard all the time. Same thing with my mom too. But, I see my dad and I'm like, man, I got to be like my dad. Not like a better version, but like I got to like keep it going. You know what I mean? Like I gotta just keep going. And, I see my dad and I just got to just be he's my inspiration, to be something like hardworking like that. And that's why I keep going. No matter what I do, I give it 110%. And it's gotten me here, Thank God. Thank everything.
I think, you know how people say, like, who do you look up to? Right? I feel the same way with my parents. So that's awesome that you have your dad and you can share that with him and you can look up to him and say, look, I want to be like you, Dad. And then you're doing it. So I think that's awesome, man.
No, thank you.
Now with the rebel stuff, I know that some people don't know what a rebel is. So I mean, I know what a rebel is.
Yeah.
Tanner knows what a rebel is. Someone your age probably doesn't know what a rebel is. So what is a rebel?
Man, there's different types of rebels, but the rebel I am, I'm a 90s rebel. I'm a real 90s rebel, by the way. I'm from the 90s. I might have been born in 2004, but I'm really from the 90s, if you know what I mean. That's what they call me, the time traveler, the 90s rebel. That's just kind of like that stuck with me and I'm running with it and I love it. I love it. Shout out to Jay Valentino and Concrete. They really showed me some love. A couple weeks ago, I was at the world's biggest ditch day ever in the Persian Square. It was like 8,000 people, about 7,000-8,000 people, and man, it was just so many people. And they actually had invited me on stage. I wasn't even supposed to go on stage or nothing. I was just there to enjoy the show. But before, people know me, like I went dressed like in my outfit, the 90s Rebel, and people were coming up to me, taking pictures, recognizing me. It was awesome. So then they saw me and they're like, "Oh, you're going on." Like they didn't even like say nothing. Like, "Oh, you're going on for sure." Like we have something. We'll make something special for you. So right then and there, they thought of something special. I didn't know. I didn't. They were gonna surprise me.
Right.
So it was funny. Actually, Jay Valentino was like, "Oh, like his first idea was like, oh, you're gonna be my long lost son." Yeah, that was funny. Can you imagine? Yeah, shout out to Jay Valentino, man. He's
Yeah.
funny.
Those guys are funny, man.
Yeah,
those
they're
guys
funny.
are really funny.
Oh, yeah.
It's all that stuff. You know what's funny, man? It's a parody, right? That these guys created, that you've done too. It's a parody on shit that we really actually did. Like, show us your thong and get in, or like, no, you can't come in, fool. Like, where your drinks at? Like,
Yeah.
things that they've done, or no, this is how you dance. So the nostalgia that it creates for people that grew up in the scene is fucking awesome. You
They
know,
love it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we get to relive something that a lot of people didn't get to live. The time span was short. It was a couple years or several years, but not a lot of people were in the scene. You know, like a lot of other races were not in the scene, right?
Yes.
So it was predominantly Hispanic. You know, obviously, you know, you have the West Coast, you know, some parts of Texas, some parts of Arizona, up north. But people now online are like, oh shit, I remember that idiot. Meaning that guy that I knew that would walk around with the bandana, with the wallet
Remind
chain.
them of them, yeah.
Yeah, so it's cool, man. It's, you know, shout out to them. That was super dope when I saw you on stage. I'm like, that's fucking tight. It's the new member
Yeah.
of what
Rebel
is it?
Nation.
Rebel Nation.
Oh,
There you
that
go.
was like one of the, like that moment, like a piece of the puzzle was completed right then and there that day. Like that was one of my dreams right there. Just you know, I tell them all the time, you know, they're my inspirations. They're one of my inspirations. Like I look up to them. I see their videos and I'm like, man, like that was funny. Like I want to make my audience laugh like that. You know, it's just I see them as like an inspiration, and I look up and I see what they're doing right, and you know, and they're just so awesome too. They're just so like, oh, like they're just like, a couple weeks ago they wanted me at their Rebel show. They did a comedian,
A comedian?
yeah, because
Okay.
they're comedians, yeah, and they did like a Rebels only, yeah, a show, and they wanted me on there. Unfortunately, you know, I'm very blessed with work. I had a gig, I couldn't. But just like them looking out, like the opportunities, like they're just so awesome, and like I see myself like I'm nobody, like, you know what I mean? Like they're like this person and I'm just this person, and like it's just so awesome for them to like be like, hey, you want to come on? Like they're just so cool. They're so awesome. When I met them in real life, I was like, man, these guys are so humble.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I played with Jay Valentino. I got booked for shout out to DJ Angel. He was throwing his birthday party in San Pedro. San Pedro was, yeah, a nightclub, and we did that, and that was the first time I played and like met like Jay Valentino, and he was super cool. And then you know, Concrete, the same thing. You know, the same thing. Super dope, super awesome. And just with that being said, they were just like giving opportunities. And then, like, I'm nobody, you know. I'm nobody for them to be giving opportunities. Like that's how I feel, you know. I'm just somebody trying to be somebody, you know, trying to make it out, you know, try to make some noise. And for them to be like so like they're already up there in the game, advanced, and for them to like reach out and be like, hey, like whatever you need, like I got you. Like it was just such an awesome moment when they brought me on stage too, and they made me part of their Rebel Nation. Man, it was like a goal. That was like a goal. Like I felt accomplished. Like that night I couldn't sleep. It was just,
It's nice when you have people you look up to, or people that you might see at a different level than you reach down and bring you up. And the only thing I would say is, which I don't think I have to tell you, but you know, maybe for others out there, do the same thing, paying it forward to others, because there are many others that look at you that way. You don't see yourself that way. Like we don't look at ourselves the way others see us, right? So you might see a badass girl. I'm like, man, you tell her she's pretty, you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, and she's like, I don't see. She looks in the mirror and she's like, oh, I got a little long hat here, or I got this
Mm.
there. But you see her through your love or your affection or whatever. That's how people see you. So there's many DJs, many people that are out there that see you that way, right?
Yeah.
So, you know,
No, of course. Yeah,
lift
yeah.
them up.
Yeah, of course. That's what I'm all about. I tell everybody around me, like, I'm here to uplift everybody around me. Like, if you need help, I got you. You know, no hesitation. You know, I'm always trying to give people opportunities. You know, if I'm double booked, I always, you know, hit up somebody. You know, hey, you got a gig? Oh, here, I got work for you. You know, everybody's got to eat. Everybody's got to have their moment. And if you just, I feel like if you build yourself better, like as a team, you're gonna get further.
You get further at, like, working together.
Yes.
Right. Like,
yes.
you can do it on your own, but it's going to probably take you longer.
hmm
But when you have a team, it's easier.
Oh, of course.
What advice would you give to like a new DJ right now, like someone who has less than a year DJing? What advice would you give them?
Some advice, honestly, I would give just don't give up, because honestly, like you're gonna have those moments. You're gonna have those moments where you're like, man, I can't do this, or man, how come I'm not at this level? Just go at your own pace. If you go at your own pace and just give it your all, you're bound to be successful. You know, everybody's going at their own rate, and you know, that's awesome. You know, kudos to everybody. Everybody's doing great at what they're doing. But as long as you just keep your head up, stay focused and determined, you can determine how long you're in the back and then how long you're on the stage. You know what I mean? It's just like hard work. You know, if you don't practice a lot and you don't take it serious, then you're just gonna be watching from the stands. But if you take it serious and look for those opportunities and jump on them, because no one's gonna hand it to you. You gotta grab them. You gotta grab those opportunities. You know, you gotta, hey, are we still doing this? Perfect. Let's do this, do that. And with that, you know, people take you more serious. They see like, oh, okay, this guy's texting me. You know, okay, we're gonna this and that. You know, it's just all about just staying focused and just act on those opportunities. They're gonna come, and just don't be afraid. Just do it. Just do it, because you're gonna regret it if you don't. That's my advice. So I would like to give a few shout outs to DJ Dimitrix, DJ Just Freddy, and DJ Power Surge, and also DJ Mowdy. Those were the DJs that helped me, you know, from when I started. Like, whether it was giving me some music for a party, going to my house, showing me like how to beat match, how to do, where to come in and out, how to not cut a vocal. You know, they've all helped me in one way or another, and I'm forever grateful for them. Like, they just, like, I hadn't no, like, I didn't, you know what I mean? They didn't have to do any of that, and it just felt so awesome that they did. And it was worth it, and I'll forever like have love for them. They already know they need something. They hit me up. I got them. Like, that's family right there. That's family right there.
It's like I said, it's just paying it forward. Yeah.
The same thing, you know, people are reaching out to me. They're asking me for, you know, help or advice or opportunity. And like I said, I'm here to uplift everybody around me. You know, I've gotten messages. I'm meeting up with people. They're like, hey, you know, like, I look up to you. You know, you're a badass DJ, this and that. You know, can we, you know, meet sometime for dinner? They'd be a random person.
Sure.
A random person. I'm like, yeah, let's do it. You know, and, you know, I'm all about elevating in any way I can. You know, we're in this world for a purpose, to spread joy. You know, to spread opportunity, to, you know, if you're just one person in this world only, like, there's no purpose for you. You gotta be like of purpose. You gotta uplift those around you. You gotta spread joy. That's what the world is, like, spreading happiness, I feel like. And with that being said, you know, there's DJs that message me, and, you know, just people, you know, that message me, and I'll comment, you know, I'll text them back, you know, I'll give them my time of day, because I appreciate their support. I appreciate that they're even texting me, you know. I appreciate everything, you know. I take nothing for granted. And with that being said, you know, I try to give opportunities to DJs. Like, for example, my boy DJ Soto, that's my boy right there. You know, he was ready. He was ready to come on an event, and he let me know. and I gave him a slot on the lineup, and I booked him for that day, and he's ready to bring it. He's so excited.
He's a
tells
nice
me-
guy, man.
Yes. Oh, he's so amazing. He's super nice, and from that, like I just knew like, oh, this guy's gonna be like a star, and I'm gonna do everything I can to help him, because that's what we're here for, to help each other, you know.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. I talked to him about a week ago. Got an opportunity to meet him at Revolution, and I don't know, man. Again, maybe I'm weird, but I always tell people like, "Thank you for being so nice to me."
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like, "Thank you for." And sometimes they're like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "You were just so kind."
Mhm.
You know, and so he was very kind, very nice, very appreciative. So and then obviously shout out to Mauri,
Mhm.
Freddie, you know, DJs from house parties in the 90s.
And Power Surge.
And Power Surge. Yeah, Power Surge. I don't know, man, but Power Surge, he's always working on his glutes and yeah, like,
and his calves.
and his calves, bro. That was always out hiking. I'm like, bro, what the? You're gonna be a coyote or something? Like you're always up in the hills.
He's training for the next event. He's training for the next event.
Yeah, it's
Greatest buns in the game.
Greatest buns in the game.
Greatest buns in the game. Power Surge.
It
Those
comes
are
in the
some
name
really cool
Power.
guys. Those are some really cool guys. So for you, man, what's next?
Honestly, like I ask myself that all the time, and opportunities just keep coming up, you know. Like tonight, this opportunity, I'm playing at the Basement in Pomona. Shout out to Ruben, the promoter. He booked me, and you know, we're gonna see how that goes, and that's what I'm focused. Like I look at it day by day, but in reality, I have a calendar where I have this lined up, you know, we're talking about this event, we're doing this. And for example, like next month, I'm throwing an event at the Temple Bar. We actually booked the Disco Taps, the original Forbidden Lover, and we also booked Soto and Stilo and myself, and it's gonna be an awesome night, and we're really looking forward to it. So we're just taking it day by day, you know. There's always opportunities coming up and down, and things happen for a reason. And I'm just going at the pace, you know, my own little pace. And that's how I see it. That event I was talking about at the Temple Bar, that is, you know, I am House Parties in the 90s very own, but that is DJ Isaac G Entertainment. That's events that I throw. You know, shout out to House Parties in the 90s, Mr. Biggs, much love, everything. That's just because I'm just trying to grow myself. You know, learn, live, and learn. You know what I mean? Because I want to be like the best at everything, including promoting. You know, I'm learning how to promote, learning how to, you know, do this right. If this works, if you know, and I see Mr. Biggs and I see House Parties. I'm like, man, they kill it. They kill all the time, and it makes me see, you know, how I would want to do something like that for myself. You know?
I think it's so here's the thing, Rocky, right? You know Rocky.
Oh yes. Shout out to Rocky.
Shout out to Rocky, man, part of the Southpaw Boys. And you guys go check out Chin Chin.
Oh,
right? You guys go check out
it's
Chin
delicious. You guys got to check it out if you haven't already, man.
Chin. So Rocky started off at the bottom, right? Busser, dishwasher, line prep, or I think it's line cook or something. But anyways, it's this person that went through all the channels to get to a position to do what he does now, which is manage this, you know, this restaurant, multiple restaurants, successful restaurants in Vegas, on Sunset. And so he knows every position. So now as a DJ, it's to say you go from DJ to starting your own events, to then booking your own venues, to then booking your own DJs, to then having your own festival, to then it's like you start growing, but at the same time, you already know a lot of times what the DJ is thinking, right? Like a starting DJ, or maybe one of your headliners that you're hiring, or how to negotiate with the bar, how to negotiate with the owner. And it's trial and error, right?
Yes.
So kudos to you on that, man. I think
you.
that's awesome. You guys can go catch him at the Temple Bar. You guys have booked the Temple Bar.
Yes,
you
the
guys
Temple Bar, Friday the 26th. It's gonna be awesome. You guys got to come down. It's gonna be, like I said, we're gonna have Taps, the original Forbidden Lover. You know, Burning with Fire. She has so many hits, And Disco Dolly from the original Taps, she's gonna be there performing live. So we're very excited to have her. It's gonna be great. She was there actually at the Freestyle Festival. Have you heard about the Freestyle Festival?
Yes, sir.
She's actually headlining the Freestyle Festival. So that's where I was like, man, imagine we could get her for one of my events. And I reached out, and she's so awesome. She's so kind. We nothing but love for her. And we were able to book her. And we're very excited to have her.
So that's going to be September
26th.
So
Friday.
September 26th. All right, man. Do you have a departing message that you'd like to leave your fans with?
Man, I just before anything, I just want to thank everybody. Fans. I don't know about fans. I like to say supporters because I don't look at them as fans. I just look at them as family. Family. People that that support me. Just giving me unconditional love. I mean, some people would support me more than some of my family members. You know what I mean? Like not my immediate family members, but like cousins, aunts, whatever. And it's just so crazy that like people could like learn to get to know you, and you get to know them, and you get to create that bond and relationship. And it's just nothing but love. It's just nothing but love from both sides. And I just want to say thank you so much to all my supporters, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for supporting me. I wouldn't have gotten here without any of you. Much love to every single one of you, because we're making noise and we're doing it because of you. So thank you so much again for putting me here, because that's what it is.
So I know we're talking about your fans, and you call them your supporters, right? And before we started talking, before we went on the podcast, I know we're talking about your parents, and I know that they've obviously with your dad here, he's been a big influence on you. As you said, you look up to him, and you'd like to be like him, right? As far as like the hard work, the ethic, and what you do for people and paying it forward. How has your mom helped you?
Oh, my mom's helped me dramatically. Like for example, like she's always
Try to get. You said drastically.
Yeah.
Drastically or
I made a word up.
You made a word up dramatically. I think we just got to leave this in. I was going to cut it. I was going to say, hey, do again, but dramatically. So what does dramatically mean to you?
It means to me like she's just helped me so much, like with her support. She's always been there 110%. Wherever it is that I'm playing, she's always telling people, oh, hey, Isaac's playing here, letting people know. And, people, they didn't know, oh, okay, we'll be there. She's always just supporting, no matter what I do, and she's actually the one that created my logo.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, she created my logo, actually. She saw the picture I wanted, and she grabbed it, and she put it like the one, it's actually a silhouette of me at the beach. And she created it, and she made stickers, and she was the first one to create like my brand. Yeah, so my mom has always been there for me, and I always appreciate my mom. She's always there helping me in everything I do, supporting me 110%. And I can't thank her enough. If you're watching this, Mom, thank you so much. I appreciate it. It doesn't go unnoticed. Thank you.
I love you, Mom.
No, I love you, Mom. I love you. And my family, of course. My mom, my dad, my sister, my girlfriend, they all support me 110%,
I think your sister needs to get more recognition, because I like all the little shit talking that you guys I see those messages, and I'm just like, man, this is so funny. Like, it's just you and her talking shit to each other. But family's important. Friends are important. Supporters are important. Where can people find you online?
They can find me, on TikTok, Instagram, on YouTube, everywhere. DJ_Isaac_G. You'll find me on House Parties in the 90s on the Southpaw Bills page. You'll find me there. And that's where we're going to be at. House Parties in the 90s, Southpaw Bills. Thank you so much for having me. And, this is such an awesome opportunity. Like my whole little story is just like, it's just awesome to talk about it and be here. Thank you so much again, George. I appreciate you.
No, thank you. We're highly appreciative of you, of your dad, your mom. Again, when I see you, man, it's awesome to see a young person not only be badass DJ, but I know a lot of badass DJs that maybe aren't as kind as you, aren't as nice as you. Or I see them, unfortunately, they're a great artist, but they're not a great person.
Mhm.
And so you and I have had an opportunity to talk about business, to talk about family. Obviously, we're talking at length here today,
Mhm.
but when we've had those conversations, you're a curious kid, right? And you ask questions, and you ask questions because you want to figure things out. You're not someone that says like, I know everything, screw you. Like, no, that's not you. You're like, hey, what do you think about this? Or what do you think about that? Or am I doing it the right way? And then I assume you consider it and then make your own decisions.
100%.
And so from the Southpaw Bill, from the Southpaw Boys, my brothers and I, house parties in the 90s, you ever need help, you ever have questions, you can always count on us, man.
No, thank
Always
you. I
count on
appreciate
us.
that. And same here. We got nothing but love for you guys. We love to be part of the family. It's such a blessing to be a part of this, and we're only gonna grow. We're only gonna grow bigger and better. So make sure you guys tune in because man, the events are gonna get bigger and better. The DJs are only gonna get bigger and better, and we're very excited. We're very excited for the future.
Super excited, man. Well, thank you.
Thank you so much again for having us. Thank you so much.